Stand by for action.
Greetings and salutations, my wandering spirits. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Kybio, and this is my stream. I am the Dapper Echo. And welcome to Surprise Saturdays. I do hope that your weekday has gone quite well. Rather, weekdays. Hope your weekdays have gone quite well. So allow this dapper yokai to introduce himself further. I am a Terraria streamer, mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I stream a variety of different themes on Saturdays, today, and sometimes I stream Starbound on Sundays. More specifically, I stream Starbound every Sunday that I feel like streaming on Sunday. Thusly, I call them Terraria Tuesday, Terraria Thursday, Surprise Saturdays, and Starbound Sundays. As for the time, I stream from 3:30 to 7:30 PM Eastern Standard Time, an allotment of about 4 hours. Furthermore, I am known as a chill streamer and a safe streamer. Many people find me quite relaxing and calming, and there are many a topic that won't be discussed here for the sake of people's sanity and relaxation. So you will not be judged here for your identity, for your orientation, for your sexuality, what have you. I do hope that everybody's Friday the 13th went well. Contrary to popular belief, the 13th is actually considered a lucky number. So any misfortune that you mayhaps probably went through yesterday is not very likely due to the fact that it was the 13th, but due to whatever else karma had in store for you. I swear I can word. 400 or so years I've been around and I still can't talk right. Anywho. So I'm more than willing to bet people are dying to know what the surprise is for today. Well, we shall get right into that in just a moment. Things need to load, however. Surprise! Today happens to be a Final Fantasy XIV kind of surprise. It's been a while since we've played, but as the wheel of randomosity dictates, we'll be playing this. Mostly what I try to do while playing 14 is MSQ or main story quests. But I do get sidetracked from time to time. This dapper cat is distractful sometimes. Or sometimes I'll get so involved with something that I'll miss other things. Like for example, earlier this week with other streams, I was so distracted in Terraria that I missed a number of things being announced, like Pokemon Community Game. Every 15 minutes or so, a Pokemon will appear, announced by the Pokemon Community Game. And then you have an allotment of time, 90 seconds, to catch it with exclamation Pokecatch. Any time now it should be announced. Right, so I was doing onto Little Alamigo. I wonder if that rain was the result of the person nearby, or if it was just happened to be fluke weather. Hihibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Alamegan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo, in southern Thanland. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Uldar. And there goes the nose pass that had escaped. Funny how it didn't get noticed until just now. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she would be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you do have her attention, while you have her attention, my goodness, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a little while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Where it is you end up, I wish you the best. So I need to go Little Alamigo. So that's where the Golden Saucer is. I thought I had to go there by airship. But it's not too long of a ride, especially now that I have my company Phoenix. Thank you, by the way, Omo, for announcing the PCG. I'm not interested in doing any of those. I'm a level 38 Black Mage. I shall worry about the nuance and other things later. It's so dark here, it's hard to tell where I need to go, even with the map at my disposal. get that out of the way. Might as well grab this side quest for later. Esmond, the local level quest representative in Little Alameda, seeking an adventure to undertake guild lives. Greetings and welcome to Little Alameda. My name is Esmond. Hello, Riot. Good to see you. Another wandering spirit has come to my chat. A familiar one at that. My name is Esmond, and I represent the Adventurers Guild. The people here need any help, any and all help that happens their way. Might you have come to lend a hand? If so, you must first undertake a trial level quest. Prove yourself capable of surviving the many terrors of Thanland. This task should serve as an adequate test. What say you, adventurer? I'll deal with that later. Oh. I guess I was supposed to accept it first. Be warned that the Void Stone will tear free of its prison once all the pages have been assembled. Prepare thyself well. So how are you doing today, Riot? I hope that your weekdays have been well and that you are well. And if not, well, I hope that things get better for you. Hira must be over here. Ah, there she is. Why yes, he borrows my father. He said what? 4 minutes is all I got. I'm on my 10-minute break. I'm exhausted. Ah yes, work. Do try to remember to take it easy, and self-care is the best care. I wish I could be a better daughter to you. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother with family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering that message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid this description doesn't ring any bells. But one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to other outsiders. Alright, wherever he is... Oh, he's right here. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to every whim. Answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. This dapper cat must prove himself, I suppose, then. Hihira would seek your help in her attempt to aid the refugees. Friend, hear my plea. As you know, have no doubt observed, many poor souls in this camp suffer from afflictions most grievous. Indeed, it is to deliver them succor that I have made the journey here from Uldar. And yet I fear my efforts thus far have been for naught. The residents are most distrustful of outsiders, particularly those hailing from Uldar. They look upon my medicine as if it were poison. Were an adventurer like yourself to deliver the elixir, perhaps they would be more willing to accept it. I have no one else to turn to, Will you go in my stead? Me throat, it burns. Medicine, you say? Bah! I'd sooner drink sandworm piss than that old house sweat. Seems there's quite a bit of work ahead of me in dealing with the refugees. Ah, they're up here. I can't breathe. Ha! Another phony elixir cooked up by those Uldar quacks. Be gone from my sight. What is it, outsider? Come to mock us in our suffering. Go ahead and laugh. Laugh to your heart's content. That's what I think of you outsiders and your medicine. I'd rather die with dignity than owe my life to Uldar. And they still thought it to be poison. No luck, I see. Take heart, friend. You did what you could. Aid's old wounds are not healed so easily. But I must not give up this cause. Hira wonders if there might be another remedy refugees might accept. After giving the matter some thought, it has struck me that perhaps it is not me that refugees so distrust, rather the medicine itself. The Alamegans are wary of outsiders, this is true, yet I suspect it is the thought of ingesting alchemical concoction from Uldan make that frightens them the most of all. A naive girl's wishful thinking, perhaps, but it is the only hope I have. There is a kindly old refugee by the name of Alfar. A Papatos has appeared from the wild. If you'd like to catch it, you can do so, or try to do so, with exclamation poker cash. Winners are announced in 90 seconds. The only one thus far to accept my treatment. Might you speak with him, and ask if there is any truth to my theory? Oh there, young one. What brings one as hale and hearty as yourself to this god-forsaken place? Ah, Hira. In my years, I've seen many an outsider come and go, but none quite like that girl. I don't begrudge me countrymen their judgments, of course. Gods know they've seen Uldar at its worst. But it's clear, even to me, clarital eyes, that the girl means well, and I can't bring myself to scorn her good intentions. But forgive me, you were asking about medicine, were you not? We Alamegans aren't much for alchemy. A fair share of remedies passed down through the years. Steep the fruit of sapodent in hot water, for instance, and get you its heals through the worst of fiends. Call it an old man's hunch. I have a feeling that most stubborn old countrymen would gladly down a cup of cactus tea, even if it were an old hard lass who did the brewing. And away we go. Back to slay some cactus. I did see some on the way here, so if I just go round the bend, I should be able to find them, no problem. Ah yes, there's also the green circle on the map to indicate that there is some in that area. Or at least there should have been. Fairly positive I saw some out this way. Ah, there's some. There's one. Well, there goes the hippopotamus. One more. And number 5. Back we go to camp. I wonder then, what that... Oh, I know what that green circle is now. It took me a moment to realize it was... As an afterthought, it's the guild level. I'm not interested in joining any fates. A traditional Alamegan remedy made from steeping the fruit of a sabatender in hot water. Why, I had no idea. I owe Alfred my gratitude. One, two, 3 cups of cactus tea. Oh, I do hope I've not overbrewed this. Please, Ray, deliver the tea to the suffering refugees. Me throat. You again. I told you, I'd sooner drink. To make cactus tea, sabatender fruit is dried, ground into a fine powder, then left to sit a full night under Menfina's gaze to frighten away the spirit of the sabatender that dwells inside the seeds. The powder is then added to boiling water, stirred until the foam forms. Foam forms on the water surface. The foam is given to break fever, the remaining liquid discarded under a rock found to the north of the patient. Strange. That cactus tea I smelled. Stop dawdling and hand it over. Can't you see I'm suffering here? 1 down, 2 to go. The foam is what I want. The liquid is just dispensed. Strange. But whatever works, I suppose. Tell the old hunt wench that I'll have none of her foul alchemy. Cactus tea? Just like my dear mum used to brew it. I don't know where you came by this, but your God said. Last one. I'll go to my grave before I'm gulled by old done quackery. Old Alphin's recipe, no doubt. I'll drink it. But if the old Aunt girl thinks a cup of tea can heal years of suffering, she'd best think again. I'd say that's a rousing success. Oh yes, this place is so much more delightful during the day. So much easier to see. They truly drank it. Oh, how I've waited for this day. Even I am not so foolish as to think that I have earned the trust of all the refugees, but on the long road to peace and understanding, even the smallest step matters. Right, off to talk to the main quest. Altered velveteen bandana, silver spectacles, elegant silver piece. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alameda. I hear tell you've had business with Gundbald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, maybe I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar. But I have men on lookout for Amalja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had in mind to take them a cup of sweet Thanland tea as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Right, down this way then. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Piping hot infusion of freshly picked young Thanland tea leaves, mixed with rich alga cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactus flower honey. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A master villain hiding among the refugees, like as not. The compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That was hard to read. You there. Are you in Malta? No? Then carry on. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I'd have a drop of sweet Thangland. I'm going to enjoy this. What, a masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 palms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mama's fart. Ever so helpful, as usual. Which is to say, not at all. Shoot, don't bother me. If an Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, but with the mask and the robe, but I assume it was he. He was talking to some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Figures, the last one would have the info I needed. This is so much better than sprinting. A wild Hakomo has appeared. You'd like to catch it? You can try with exclamation bokeh catch. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. This one is nice, but I can't use it, unfortunately. So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. Ah, I see nobody wanted the hacker mode. But that's quite alright. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegan's trust. And the best way to win the trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Old Dar, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, and not as if not tangible. A common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Guardians. Gunbolt belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be to someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Speak with Minfilia. Well. Oh, that's right, I just simply teleport there. No, wait. Okay, I do use the one in the inventory. The other one I was thinking of is merely just used by the map. In exchange for the fee. I had a feeling it would be somebody that I already know that has connections. I didn't think it would be Minfilia, but this dapper cat has been surprised many a time while playing this. Welcome back, Kaimio. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships, I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Who might this be? Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions, trying to look for him in the storage area. Interesting hair. But isn't Kaipio Bakaneko the Scion's rising star? Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she's a resident of Quarrenville. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Right, off we go. Talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person, and then talk to this person. Again. It never ends, but it is a very enrapturing story. Black Shroud. Specifically, you are... Right. Camp Drybone. I do like doing a little bit of sightseeing, so I think I'll just go there on Chocobo. It's unfortunate that the company chocobos just simply go wherever you have them go, that you can't just let them go along a certain path, like the purchased chocobos. That's right, I almost forgot that I could control this with just the keys only. I don't always need to use the mouse. While I'm here, back to the gate. Once this dapper cat gets the means to fly with his mount, travel will be so much easier. Well, that was cute. That chocobo had a hat. Perhaps I could get my chocobo a hat. Eventually. I have more pressing matters at the moment. Driveway, and then to the adjoining area. I would like to get that. No, I'm trying to inspect him. Or at least get a better look somehow. Ah yes, I would definitely like to get that outfit. I'll have to look up how. Oh, would you look at that? Back here. Again. Oh, I missed announcing a wild cherry. Like I was saying earlier in the start of the stream, I am somewhat distracted. It's a good thing that none of these enemies, with the exception of a few, don't want to harm me. This shortcut is quite treacherous. A lot of the things here are my level. Though I've never taken this path before. Ah, there's our better. Eh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh, why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Herbert sent you. Ah, that worthless horse son. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. I mean, I realized Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mevrid, the captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. I'm Mevrid, the proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galen, sir. His wound's gone infested, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid and got on my knees and begged. But they refused to lift a finger. If Galen dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarrymen, cravens, would turn a blind eye to our plight. But they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventure, go to her and try. What of Mefrid's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. Would that mean to go against the elemental's will? I really quarried me long enough to know how bright, terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident hero. If you take up the matter with her, might it be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelvewood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' position has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Right. That's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon himself. Herself. Spit on the elementals and spit their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of its place. I led my men to Quarrymill, hoping to find refuge. Instead we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this cousin's hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. My homeland, Long Antelope Horn, is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. But off we go. There. For antelope horn. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. This particular specimen is almost twice as long as a normal horn. How it grew to this size in a single season is baffling. Your godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralger. There's at least one man in this place who gives it her. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarrier, would you? I know him. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground out. Once that done, bring the powder back, and give it to Faramond here. Godspeed. Time to say hello to Buscaron again. I know it hasn't been a year, but I wonder if that coral fire wine is ready. Not likely, but one can only hope. Ah, Kaibio, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground out to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. Give me some. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. A wild volbeat has appeared. Catch it using exclamation poker catch. When it was revealed in 90 seconds. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Cornmeal. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope this helps the poor sod who as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about the payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Back to Quarry Mill we go. I still find it interesting that despite them being basically the same thing, a lightning bug, or firefly, whichever you wish to refer to them as, that they're still the same thing, though they just have a difference, separated by their sex. Volbeat and Ilmees, that is. It is well that you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on you, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. The adventurer Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine, his rest, his conditions like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking our brother. Might as well be you, as the woman seen something. Finally, it's about time you came about asking about Galen. I watched him leave Cornmill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That's why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds? Hello? That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. I see he didn't get very far. Watch out, a goblin! Galleon! But why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddamn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Well, that was very kind of that other player. Though I do have to say, that was actually quite a rather strong goblin. It wouldn't have been too much of an issue, given my level 38 stats. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Hooray! I leveled up. Oh, I don't know when I received a glamour present, but I'm thankful nonetheless. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I shall provide you with a letter to show Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. But now that that's settled, we can go back. And rather than take the long road back, I'll simply just teleport. Oh, he's this way. Right. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefrid. It's been so long since I last heard from you. I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefrid is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Mount speed in the South Shroud has increased. Goody. I was wondering if there was any way to go faster. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has been reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo as of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their interests. But they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel well obliged to talk. Masked man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gunwald sent you. I mean, listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about leaving the master man, and you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw around the old bear's name. Throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. I suppose there's one more to speak with? 2 more. Right. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. I can't say that I have, but I'll be sure to tell my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about, right suspicious. Like. But I've got nothing to do with it. I know trouble when I see it. And that's there's trouble, mark my words. Of course I can't go out that way. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do, but dispose of him, and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear. Got a message for you from Wilfred. Lad's got something of a leader amongst the young ones here. He says he's impressed you won over at Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Away we go then. A wild patrat has appeared from the PCG. Attempt to catch it if you will. The way to do so is exclamation poker catch. You can augment the Pokeball used by listing Pokeball that you have in your inventory. You can see that down below the stream. I don't know why, but this smells like an ambush. I just have a feeling. I don't know. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue. No matter whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. I knew it. I called it. It'd be so much easier if I just dealt with one of you. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like. Nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Well, I suppose that I'll have to talk to Gundamond about this. That was very suspicious. Don't know why I'm sprinting when I have a chocobo I can ride. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs, left to their own devices. The young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Willard mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, But Liana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and though the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. I suppose I just talk to random people. Oh, I see. I need to look around to get Gagment here. For certain things. Certain sparkly things. Ah, there's something over there. I see. That circle disappeared when I found the map. So it would seem I need to speak with many people. What those animals did to Bertliana, it is unforgivable. And you think they look down on us? Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Willie to the better end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Oh goodness, that's never good. There's more at stake than just the Amalja and Alamigo. Two more things. There's Wilrid. There's about Riot Youth. I'll speak with him first. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gunderbolt's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the Seven Hills did I put that bloody map? I took it. And your knife. O mighty Rauger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again. Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes. No one will dare oppress us ever again. Oh, I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. Or at least I have a very strong inkling of what they're going to do. If there is something that could oppose the Guardians, and, well, have no one else, have everyone else not interfere with him ever again, I'd surmise also with that mention of crystals that they're going to try to summon forth one of the Eidolons, one of the elementals. Gone, a whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters in their own hands, but what exactly is it they mean to do? Where there were the Amalja that summoned forth Ifrit, I suppose there's another big elemental that they're going to summon forth. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded, all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Oh boy. Really, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rauger, to summon you. And just like the masked man told us, we plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizard men's cash. But they caught us and so many dead. God forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high priced for youthful folly. For their failings, they are the hope of Almegan people. This I hope will guard with my life. There's so much for putting them all to sleep. A Numela has appeared. If you'd like to catch it, now's your chance. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right here, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by God. Is what you desire for yourself and your friends. But no. No one said anything about Massman told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore. Enough. I would hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Kaivia will wish to hear it as well. And there goes the Numel. Crystals, you say? And I'm immune to being tempered. I suppose I could go get him, but that would still be a bad idea. Ralgar. Can't say I've ever heard of it. Honestly, the idea of a primal being summoned I had not considered. Router. I had thought it was going to be something else. Given where we are, I'd say it's some sort of earthen kind of primal, or one of the wind. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rauger, about using crystals, then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there was no solution. We could do nothing but change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Willard. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than just stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks is well framed. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Of all the things that they could grace me with, die. Would that we had more information to offer, but what we have told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you will find and put a swift end to that creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Yes, indeed, back to square one. Welcome back, Kaiju. I'm reliably informed the investigation you took to Coinville in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Brea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. When did you get here, Tataru? Just suddenly sneaking in, and in a bright pink nonetheless. You stand out like a sore thumb. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Lentils and chestnuts. I see. Well, there is those guild labs to do. I shall take care of that. And then I'll come back here. Unable to open map, you say, and yet here I am able to do so. I don't think I've ever seen so much fog. It's so thick here. Well, the recommended level is 25, so confirm. How many of these do I need to fight in order to get a page? There's 5. Well, that takes care of that. I am sorry, I missed announcing the ducklet. But I was trying to take down a void ball. You appear to have been through a great deal. This reward should help lift your spirits. A bonus has been awarded based on difficulty. Oh? A bonus has been awarded based on speed of completion. Nice. It is clear that you should have no difficulty completing my other guild names. I see to it. No need to test you further. Little Alamigo would benefit from any aid you can provide. Pray come to me should you desire more work. Wonderful. Well, that takes care of that side quest. Terror et Folgold. Ah, yes. I'll just pay the guild. Once I get back to the 7th, once I get back to the Scion headquarters, I'll be taking a short break. After all, I've been streaming for 2 hours, and it's good to stretch nowadays. Get yourselves a drink and a snack and anything else to help you relax and to feel comfortable while watching my streams. So I don't imagine I'll be gone long, but regardless, this is a good time to get yourself some snacks and to stretch your back. I will return shortly. Hello again, friends. We are back from our break. While you were attending to business in Landland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Naraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Ivy. And away we go. Walking one is to investigate sinister one, and heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a walking one in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly sinister one. Walking one should go and speak with Digging One, Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Four Gourd Float in the North Shroud. Shroud, you say? I think I'll sidestep the Aetherite ticket and use the airship to get to Shroud. Well, Gadani, and then eventually Shroud. Okay, so we go from here to New Britannia. And then from there to Shroud. While I was away and on break, I had myself a quick snack of leftovers. Just a small tidbit. That's why I'm clearing my throat a little. There was a bit of fish yesterday, and I added some lemon to make it tastier. Because who doesn't like lemon with a little bit of fish, yes? Anyway, the acid has affected my speaking just a little. Thank goodness there's this bridge here. I would have hated to go all the way around. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Madron is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. I don't know when I hit the caps lock button. Soothe does not exist. Oh. A corfish has appeared from the wild. If you'd like to catch it, your chance is best with exclamation bokeh catch. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was an all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. It sounds like a certain monster, an Ahriman of sort. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Anything to ensure we won't suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait. I hadn't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping out this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Amongst the local fauna, only the scale king known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some swim folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of these creatures, and see if you could find any proof connecting them to the deaths. And away we go, on a killing spree. Briefly. With all this rain about, it's a good thing that my otter and myself have wide-brimmed hats to keep the rain out of our faces. Oh, there's types of bombs named balloons. How quaint. I'm probably so little, that's why they don't notice me. Oh, it would seem they're up there. However one gets up there. Ah, some sort of root bridges, I suppose. Nuts to this. I can get on top much faster. Not that I need to go very far. Oh, I've been paralyzed a little bit. Now, where is one more Ziz? Ah, there's another one. That was close. I nearly fell off. Anywho, I'm not doing this fate with the whatever it was. You've already seen to the Ziz. Good work, adventurer. So you're able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are the culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what they looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have incomely matings. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's rumor going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the Great Big Frog, southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that track. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've taught the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. I see. We're just blowing up the landscape now, are we? Back here again. Such an interesting quest. And back to town we go. In a way, it's like the balloons are living lanterns, marking the pathway. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Franco. Aye, it has a name. But what's of you vengeful spirits who dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Bigger than a shard, not quite large enough to be a cluster, the energies emitted by this crystal lightly tingle the hands of any who touch it. Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. 'Tis a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but it looks like that flashing and moaning. Well, that explains. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. All the same to me, I got experience in coin out of it. This is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home a day after a day of digging, when the shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in the caves with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had in mind to investigate. I do. What you described, though, is an Ariman. At least I believe that's what they're called. They're known by many names, actually. A wild rapidash has come into the chat. If you'd like to try to catch it, you can do so with exclamation Poké Catch, and you can further augment your throw with a Pokeball that you own. And there goes the Rapidash. Oh! This was not a Iron Man at all. hardly what I would call... Well, I suppose it's a baleful eye, nonetheless. It was kind of a waste of time as well, considering that it was supposed to be a winged eye. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falkhold. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of the light, combined with blind panic? There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take that this side business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were months apart. How could we have seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? Yes. There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be two. Oh, gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ah, so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet discovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the experts. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Oh dear. The enemy is still about. Oh yes, that's definitely an iron, or otherwise known as a floating arc. Take that. Aethelman. I'm glad once you cast it, you can start moving. You don't have to wait very long. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? The body of this poor soul has been devoured in more ways than one. Are you telling me I brought the body with me? Godspeed could not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you see does not seem to feature in any sightings. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women, all are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It has been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... this button. Engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim, a family sigil. Or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mignon. Mayhap someone in their vast network of contracts can shed light on its sigil. And away we go. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but I feel... Oh, there it is, that's why. Mount speed has increased. Very noticeable. I need to go to Old Britannia. Okay. Oh, New Britannia. I was in Old Britannia. Mouse was seemingly acting up again. Good morrow to you, Kaibio. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette, over at the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes that way. Need help tracking down the owner of the button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then, show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be singular. Over at the Lancers Guild, the woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a full name basis. I just now realized I could have been using Aetherite to get around just a tad faster. Oh, I missed an explode. My apologies. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try To assist? Never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. May you wish to take your search to Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Asandel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Goose chase. It's a goose chase. Like I said earlier, talk to this person, then talk to this person, then talk to this person, then talk to this person, and then talk to this person again. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. The citadel of the Darkencourt's family. How is it you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness, and free her from her torment. I was once a man-servant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Darkencourts. During that time, I had the honour of waiting upon Lady Amadine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed a heart befitting of her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may have well been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. That moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thoughts of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer caresses. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed, and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I had left Hawk Manor, home for nigh half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and long still for the woman that Lady Amadine had been. Yet one could not weep forever, and I endeavoured to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved to never speak of my experience, until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of Central Shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Messy. let's make haste of some things. After all, we only have roughly an hour left. Like I said in the beginning, I only like to stream for 4 hours. Though for certain celebrations I will make an exception. I apologize if any of that has been dizzying. But I have gotten good at navigating those stairs. And technically that route. I can't exactly seek entry because this person appears to be in the way. Finally. Have some decency and don't be in front of things. So it is a duty. And now we wait. So the average wait time is about 6 minutes. Okay. I suppose we can take this time to relax a little bit. I do hope that all you Wandrix players are enjoying yourselves so far. I do enjoy streaming Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy is a long-loved series of mine. Though I'll have to say that I still favor Final Fantasy IX as my all-time favorite. Overall, music, story, you know what I mean, everything. Though if I had to pick out specific attributes though, from across the board, I'd say that 14 has probably the best music. 7 is most likely the most memorable, though it's hard to not consider it, considering how many times it's been remade and remastered. Though in all fairness, I suppose it has earned its right. It was the first 3D, truly 3D, Final Fantasy in the series. And there's quite a number of characters for people to I guess relate to. It does help with its popularity that it spawned a few movies and a multitude of spin-offs. I think the thing I like the most actually about 7 is the materia system. was rather new, at least at the time. Though on the opposite end of the spectrum, I'd say that 8 was alright, but it was rather... The story was confusing. Tends to be that way when you're muddling about with the concept of time manipulation. Are we dealing with some sort of ghost, it seems? I don't know where you think you're going there, Snail. I must say that I'm not usually used to doing group things like this. But I do find it fun to play with others. That was a sound. How does one prevent thyself from becoming petrified? If you can't target the damn thing. I don't know who used the, Oh, they already left. I was going to command the healer. That lion folk. I forget exactly what they're called. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength the light is drawn. Hydaelyn chose well. There's only been one before, now there's 2. Actually, these 2 have different kinds of masks. The one we've seen before appeared to glow. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength for Master Lahabrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. It was a test. Very well, Lakebringer of Light. How peculiar. International relations. I don't know what that's all about. Let's be gone of this place. And back to Gridania. Sorry, little Chocobo, I had no intent on falling off that cliff. I'm still, more or less, still getting used to your speed. You'd be surprised how much of that bit of an increase in speed fix how well I can steer. It seems I missed a Sligoon and a Skorupi while I was taking care of that fate. Alas, unfortunately, I cannot contend with multiple things at once. Looking at chat and looking at things within game is kind of hard to do. Well, mind you, when I'm in the midst of combat, that is. Now I can see chat just fine. I just now realized where I am. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, as a famous bunny once said. There we go. Much faster. Well, by marching at least. Unless I keep going the wrong way. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amadi? You must tell me all. She went so far as to consult with devils. What I could have done to prevent more. What? My goodness. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought on others. But who might speak of punishment? By my silence I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not, wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray the gods will have mercy on my soul. Benfilia. I thought there was a thing in Vesper Bear. Actually, I need to heal. Well, not heal. I need to repair. Okay, now I can go. Such a wonderful night sky. It's hard to see it though while moving so swiftly. There we go. Beautiful. The home key is what allowed me to do that on PC. Entering first person is definitely a strange feeling in a third person game, or primarily a third person game. Welcome back, Kybio. Full glad I am to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelveswood? Two of La Brea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Oh. I was wondering where they went. What was one of the other things? Oh yes, the goatskin targe. Unfortunately, many of this is unleveled kind of gear. I don't need it. So, to make room, well, I don't really need to make that much room. Truth be told. A spring has appeared. If anyone would like to catch it, you can do so with exclamation bucket catch. Know that there is no guarantee that you will get it, but there is a chance that you'll get it, depending on the Pokeball you throw. I believe a Cipher Ball will hasten your catch of a Psychic type like Spoink.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
About time that I don't actually have to read anything. Not that I mind, but...
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Mervip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you.
Oh.
No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
I mean, my wandering spirits might.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
I like Papalimo's gloves. From what I understand, I can purchase them on the Mog Station store. I'd rather just have something else to wear. And not have to spend coin on it. Well, real coin. While I have 15 minutes before I end stream, I'm not quite certain that I'll be able to deal with Titan. Not within the 15 minutes. If anything though, I'll just simply have myself start there for the next time we stream. Or perhaps I'll do it off stream. as I've done with some other instances of playing. After all, the subscription I have is only for a number of days. Oh, congratulations to whoever you are for making partner. I guess primal dust. Oh no, celebrating Amelia Satellia. Congratulations to you, fellow Twitch creator. So where in Limsa do I need to go? Not very far, it seems. Oh, I'm not going the right way. I need to go higher. I think it's here that I will end and call it good for now. Let's see who we can raid. Because I'd like to make a habit of raiding. I will never not end without raiding, unless I absolutely need to. So, IA Tempo is playing Yakuza like a dragon. Ubergadar Dude is playing Void Crew. Kobold Sprig is playing Dome Keeper. Seniosa is playing Valorant. Sweet Heat VR is doing something on VR chat. It looks like dancing. Retro is being done. Something I don't know exactly what Retro is being done by Rubyvox. And playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is Will J. Bradley, with everyone else triple digit or higher in view count. It's been a while since I've raided Aya Tempo, so let's show them some spooky love, shall we? They have been streaming for 4.5 hours. Maybe it'd be better if I raid somebody who's less likely to raid out so soon. Let's take a look at Ubergadar Dude. He's only been playing Void Crew for the last 2 hours. A shout out. There we go. Thank you, Omo. So I thank you for all for coming today on this wonderful Saturday, a wonderful spooky Saturday at that. I do so love this month, and the energies it gives. But we shall play again soon. In the meantime, if you happen to have missed today's stream, you can find the VOD on Twitch for 7 days, YouTube when I upload it there, and any clips that were created today or previous streams and other miscellaneous things can be found on TikTok. You can find me there at those 3 locations under the name of the Dapper Echo. And half an hour before I go live, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me there at the Dapper the Dapper Kyvio. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, streaming Terraria. Saturdays, I stream just about anything. And Sundays, when I do stream on Sundays, I stream Starbound. And all those days, I stream from 3:30 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for 4 hours. Let's set up our raid. Give a raid message. Even when it's not a spooky month, I like to have a message of you've been spooked by a dapper yokai. We can copy and paste this down into Uber Guitar Dude's chat when we get there. So, in the meantime, until I see you again, be it tomorrow if I decide to, or Tuesday, I shall see you all then. But until then, try to be most excellent to yourselves as well as one another. And also, remember that self-care is the best care. And lastly, try to be as positive as you can, and be a little bit of light in the world. Though you may flicker from time to time, that little bit of light shines very brightly in the negativity and the darkness in the world. So, until then, I shall see you all again. Ta-ta for now, friends.